Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jake here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Go PvP video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing some Cliffhanger Cup battles. If you guys don't know about the Cliffhanger Cup, it is a cup created by the Go Stadium for everyone for the month of September. Yeah, I think it's September. And yeah, basically there's a format to this cup where each Pokemon of a certain tiering costs a certain amount of points. And you have to be careful to not go over the edge and spend too many points. So basically we're going to be using the team we outlined in my video yesterday, I believe, about my initial thoughts and my team composition. I showed you guys that in my video. So we're going to be testing out that team today against a very skilled trainer who is an ace trainer. He's ranked 103, I think 103 in the world, and he is an ace ranked trainer. So definitely a fantastic battler. I practiced with him really hard for my Kingdom Cup, for the Mirror Cup that I'm in with the Pogo YouTubers, which I will be uploading here in a few days once it finishes. But yeah, you guys have it here. His name is GLI Phoenix, and like I said, he's an ace ranked player and a very, very, very strong battler. So yeah, right before we get into this though, please don't forget to smash that subscribe if you're new, hit that like button, smash that bell notification, and comment down below what Pokemon you'd like to see me test out, and I'll try to get that done for y'all. So appreciate everyone for the support, and without further ado, let's get right into these initial testing battles of the Cliffhanger Cup. So we are going to be starting off with our boy Vigoroth, and he opens with that sweet shiny Sceptile. I believe it's actually a rank 1 shiny, so that's freaking epic. But yeah, this is actually a matchup from Jungle. I really enjoyed the Jungle Cup Pokemon. And right here I'm going to switch to Bronzong, my shiny flex, and he switches out into Lantern. So this is a positive matchup because we do have that shield advantage. But yeah, we're going to go straight for the Side Shock, try to shield bait because of that Bulldoze, but he will not take it. He'll just eat that Side Shock there. And here we do decide to block because that T-Ball would chunk us down. And here we decide to farm, but my counting is awful in this moment, and I don't realize he can get to 2 Thunderbolts. So he now has a shield advantage, but we have the energy lead. Now, depending on what he brings in, I'm going to be firing off that Side Shock regardless. And he brings in the Lugia. So we actually showed teams for this. I think we did. Yeah, we did show teams, but this is just my initial testing of certain Pokemon and my team I made. So far, I'm really liking it, guys. I really like Bronzong. I've actually never really used Bronzong on a cup before, but people complain about how slow it is. But in my opinion, it feels faster than most of like the slow fast move users. Like, it feels much faster than let's see, what other confusion users are there? It feels a lot faster than things like Jirachi, or I'm trying to figure out what else has confusion that I like to run. Oh yeah, Gallade. It feels much faster than Gallade for some weird reason. But yeah, anyways, this is going to be, I think we lose this. Really great play with that Lugia and Sceptile there, putting in a lot of work. And so his high choice picks for points are going to be Altaria, or no, Azumarill. He's running Azumarill for the 9-pointer, and then he's running Probopass for his 5-pointer. So Probopass is definitely a solid option. It's basically like Melmetal and Bastiodon combined, just with slightly less tankiness than Bastiodon, but it's a great counter to the high tier picks like Azumarill, like Skarmory, and Altaria. So jumping into this next battle, we're going to be opening with Bronzong. And like I said, Bronzong is just a fantastic Pokemon overall. Its matchups are very wide, and it goes pretty even with most Pokemon, which is why I like it. It's a solid, safe swap in. And it's a solid lead here. As you can see, those Ice Beams do pretty much nothing to it. And we can actually fight back Azumarill really, really well here, because you guys can see that Psyshock actually does a nice little chunk. and it doesn't take very many confusions to get to that side shock. So we are also getting stabbed here, and I think we decide to block this, yes, because we want to win this match, this initial matchup. But at this rate, we're thinking farm it down, but he is able to get off another ice beam, so we are going to forcefully block, and we now have a bunch of energy. And he decides to bring in that Lugia again, which is going to be resisting these side shocks because Psychic resists itself. And yeah, he is able to farm a little bit of energy off of our Bronzong. So now we have our boy Drifblim, and yes, it is a shiny. And then we have our Vigoroth in the back. So Drifblim here is a pretty tanky mon. A Sky Attack won't even do half of its HP, and we're dealing super effective because it is Ghost. Part Ghost, I should say. And so here we're going to go for the Ominous Wind. It does a nice chunk of damage. But unfortunately that Lugia is so freaking tanky that it's going to be able to finish us off. And then we're going to be bringing in our Vigoroth. And I think here, yeah, you guys can see we can counter a bit of lag. So one more counter would have done that. And I think we missed out on a counter or two during that lag. So unfortunate. But that Lugia will be 2 times resisting counter. And then his last Pokemon is this Sceptile, which means we can burn the first shield because we stored a bunch of energy from that. Hit him with the second Body Slam, and now it's a race to the third, but he is able to get off a Leaf Blade a few counters like before we can get off our Body Slam. So GG's so far, and let's jump into the next game. Alright, so jumping into this next game, we're going to be running Drifblim, Noctowl, and Lantern. So this lineup is pretty balanced in my opinion, and he opens Sceptile, so this is perfect. We are resisting everything that Sceptile has to throw at us because we are part flying. We'll be resisting those Frenzy Plants, those Fury Cutters, and those Leaf Blades. But wow, that Frenzy Plant did a lot more damage than I thought, guys. Holy. But it's still okay. This is a winning matchup, and look at that. We get a boost from the Ominous Wind, which is huge. We are going to run away with this game, guys. I'm not even joking. Because we have 2 shields now and a boosted freaking Drifblim, which is scary. You guys are going to see what happens right here. So we're going to finish off the Sceptile with an Ominous Wind. Down goes Sceptile, and then in comes Lantern. Now, even though those Water Guns are doing a nice bit, we're going to hit this Shadow Ball and wait till you guys see this damage. What a nuke, guys! You saw that damage. What a freaking nuke. We take out the Lantern, and then his last Pokemon is Lugia, and we get to hit off one final Ominous Wind before we go down, and that does more than half of the Lugia's health, guys. And just like that, one Drifblim that has a boost takes down pretty much almost his entire team. So just insane stuff there. That is what Drifblim can do in any like possible scenario. By the way, that Lantern has Thunder. We didn't TM it yet, but it's our highest rank Lantern. So right after this battle, we TM'd it though. So yeah, Drifblim there is just an absolute monster. This is why I used it in my last freestyle tournament, guys, because its typing is really good, and that Shadow Ball nuke is so good. So many various like scenarios. So yeah, let's jump into this next battle. Alright, so jumping into this next battle, we're gonna be doing a Jungle Cup team. What am I saying? Jungle Cup team. We're gonna be opening our Shiny Flex Fortress, and he opens his Shiny Flex Azu. Now this is a positive matchup as long as we block at least one Ice Beam, I believe. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, he decides to forego shields on that first Heavy Slam, and look at that. His HP is already down below, about to be below half, and there it is. So Fortress here putting in a lot of work, but Azumarill was able to get to that next charge move quicker, and we do not expect another play rough. So really good choice by him, and we're gonna fire off another Heavy Slam, which he will be blocking. So smart choice. He saved a bunch of health and has some energy banked now, and we are not looking good because Noctowl cannot tank Ice Beams very well. Well, it can, but obviously you'd rather put in Vigoroth here in this scenario, right? But he's going to hit it with a Fire Rough, and I was expecting just another Ice Beam to bait my last shield. Or one of my shields, I should say. But he's going to block that Body Slam, which means he probably has something weak to Vigo in the back. And we are going to finish off the Azu. And then in comes his Umbreon. And we have 2 shields, guys. So this is looking a lot better than it just was. Especially because that Umbreon has come in. Now here's a mistake he made, I believe. Or no, it was actually a nice play. He switches out on this 3rd Body Slam right into Probopass. But those counters are doing a nice chunk. But unfortunately, Noctowl cannot hang with Probopass at all, guys. We have to shield those Rock Slides, as they will be doing pretty good super effective damage. In comes another one, which we have to shield. And all we can do here is go for that Psychic. This is pretty much the same sort of scenario as Skarmory. You're not going to win this. You're just not. But Noctowl is actually pretty tanky and will be tanking this T-Bolt coming from Probopass, which is pretty surprising. And yeah, he's going to make a great swap back in the Umbreon to make sure I can't get to another Psychic in time. So GG so far. These are some really good matches. And I'm really enjoying practicing with this guy. I've met him at a few tournaments now. He's about an hour drive away from his tournament hostings and community. So maybe I'll make a drive out there. But yeah, definitely a solid trainer. So jumping into this next battle, we're going to be opening with Vigoroth. And he opens with that Sceptile. So a repeat of a few matches ago. And all you guys need to do here if you're running Vigo is go for the Body Slams. They're so good. They're so spammy. And just look at that chunk. And because Sceptile is pure grass, now we can just completely farm this down. Although he does hit us with that Frenzy Plant, we still survive, which is just fine. And we live to throw out another Body Slam. And he brings in Umbreon, which is super tanky. It takes those counters really, really well. But we have the wall, guys. We have Fortress. Fortress is one of the best Umbreon counters for Cliffhanger because it costs very little. And so here he switches into that Lugia, but we have the hard counter to it. We can obviously tank those Sky Attacks all day long. This is basically the same matchup as Skarmory, but Lugia is just much tankier, I feel. Because if you look at it, its health isn't even at half yet. And usually, by the time Skarmory gets off 2 Sky Attacks, Lantern pretty much farms it down below 50. But this isn't in part because I have the wrong moveset on my Lantern right now. I just didn't have... Oh, I had TMs, but I was too scared to roll like the dice on it. So, but yeah, he's going to decide to double block and try to switch into that Umbreon. But we have the reaction to switch out into Fortress, and now we can farm it a little bit because we know that Lugia needs to get taken care of. Otherwise, we're not going to win this game. So right there, we overfarm a little bit of extra energy. We pull the trigger and basically KO that Umbreon. And then in comes the Lugia, and we have enough for the Heavy Slam, and this will be GG's to the Lugia and GG's to the game. So I'm really liking Fortress. It's really tanky and beefy, and it's a great counter to anything that's either like Dark or Psychic. It does decent against things like Umbreon, like Azu it actually does okay against. I would believe against Altaria it's actually not that bad because those Dragon Breaths are resisted and the Sky Attacks are 1x damage. So I imagine it doesn't hurt that bad. But enough of the rambling, let's get into the final game of the video. Alright guys, actually that was the final game of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary and my thoughts on certain Pokemon, like for example Vigoroth, Drifblim and Fortress. Those are all really solid picks in my opinion. You guys are obviously entitled to run what you want, but I really like not having to run super meta Pokemon because you just don't have the points for it in Cliffhanger. I will leave a link below to the Go Stadium for you guys to go check out, and if you would like to join a lobby, you can hop on and start adding people to get your friendships up for the start of Season 2, which was actually announced today. Season 2, guys, will be starting on October 1st. So let's go. Everyone needs to start practicing again. Or, well, relax maybe during this off season. Even though it's literally only a month. But we still have 2 cups to be doing in between. I'm ready to already get back into Season 2, to be honest. It's going to be a nice little break from super hard try hard cups, but I'm gonna try to grind some dust and try to get back into it and ready to go for Season 2 because I'm trying to make champs in Season 2. I'm really gonna try to win the majority of my tournaments, so we'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed those battles with some picks that you guys either are running or some picks you might want to run. Just let me know in the comments down below what Pokemon you want me to talk about, and I will make videos on those. So yeah, if you're new here, please don't forget to smash that subscribe, leave a like, hit that bell, ding 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 ding. I don't even know what I'm doing, ding ding ding, to be notified. And yeah, I'm super excited to make some more Cliffhanger content for you guys. But until the next video, guys, hope you all have a fantastic day. I will talk to you all later, and I'll see you in the next one.